Good day, everyone. We have the privilege today to have Trevor Hirschfield from Wheelchair Rugby with us. He's the number 10 defense, also considered as the best slow player in the world. Trevor, tell us how have you been doing since the qualification tournament in Richmond a few weeks ago?
I've been doing good. Not getting the training in like we all expected to be doing at this time, but just getting through the days, trying to find a way to stay active and spend time with my family.
You say family. I hear you have a little one. Are the daycare closed in BC? Have you been home for a couple weeks?
Yeah, so I've been home since the middle of March. Daycares are closed, yeah. So that means that my wife and I have our son at home who just turned 2, and then also our daughter who's 8 months. So the house is busy. It's quite chaotic at times, especially when my son's acting like a farm animal,
Are you
just all
able
over the
to?
place.
Yeah. Have you been able to keep on training? Have you been in contact with your teammates and coaches? And how have you been doing in the quarantine?
We've been doing good. So we've been staying in contact. Just the players have been messaging each other or jumping on Zoom here and having a conversation, and coaches have been checking in. The training schedule is definitely not what it used to be. So it's just finding ways to stay active. Out here in BC, we're lucky enough that the weather's been good. So getting outside, going for walks, and then I've been using a lot of band exercises just to work on mobility and range of motion and doing something.
Do you have enough space at home, or maybe in the backyard, or where you can do some drills from from wheelchair rugby? Is there anything like that you're able to not to stay on top? Obviously, it's much different, but at least do a little bit of work.
I'm working on that. I'm working on trying to find something. I live in an apartment, so I don't have a backyard, but I got two fairly good sized patios, not big enough to push a rugby chair, but I'm looking to find some empty parking lots, with the weather nicer and being able to get outside and jump in my rugby chair there and try and work through some drills.
And as a co-captain of the team and leader for many years, almost a decade, more than a decade on the team, have you been in close contact with the younger players from the team and seeing what their thoughts and spirits is going at the moment?
I'm trying to check in here and there with the guys to see what they're doing, see if they're finding a way to stay active. We're back and forth. It's interesting to see what other guys are doing to stay active, and maybe that'll fit into my schedule. It's something that I'm able to do. Uh, I'm trying to monitor the guys. I can see whenever they're on PlayStation, all gaming together. Obviously, I don't have the time, but I'll try and if they're all gaming together, I'll try and
Is there a
jump in
wheelchair
there.
rugby game? Does that exist?
Uh, I don't think so. These guys aren't into that. They're into all the co-player. They're either playing NBA 2K or they're playing Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Obviously, I don't have the time, or I'd be on there with them. But try and check in with them. I can see they're on there together, and I know the guys are having great conversations with that.
Yeah, that'd be amazing if you guys all get together online and play like, let's say it's not wheelchair rugby, but maybe let's just like a rugby 7 or whatever it is, and you play like as Team Canada and face the other countries like the Brits and the Americans. That'd be amazing.
Yeah, we'll have to get something going. We'll try and get everyone together online here and see what we can do.
Were you surprised at the postpone of the games or relief? What was your emotions?
I don't know. I mean, obviously, it's something that we're working towards, and it was something that we just qualified for, so it was exciting for us. I think uh, I think for us, it's good. I think in general, just the postponement of the games, the fact that we're keeping our qualification, we don't have to go through that again. We got a whole year to
That's a good
concentrate on
thing.
that now. So for us, it's a good thing. I think we had qualified later than a lot of the other teams. So to now give us more chance to prepare for all the teams involved is great.
Um, we often hear when we talk about you, Trevor, one of the best players, low players in the world. What does that mean for audience listening? What does a low? You're a 1.0, I believe,
Yeah.
for the court. But what does that mean to how does it work in wheelchair rugby in terms of the numbers and who's on the field and what's the maximum numbers can we have on the field for with all the players and so on?
Yeah, so I'm a 1.0 player, which is the lower level of the function. So basically, that is based your classification based on your level of function. So the players in our sport range from a 3.5, which is the highest level of function, down to a 0.5, being the lower end of function. And on the court, we play 4-on-4, and those 4 players can only total 8 points. So there's a
Right.
lot of strategy involved with that. And I guess when it comes to me being a 1.0 player that's considered to be pretty good, you know, uh, with your level of function, you're probably only expected or uh, work on doing certain things, whether it's just picking for higher functioning players, helping them get up the court. And you're not expected to inbound the ball, to catch the ball and handle the ball very much, or defensively, you're not expected to stop higher functioning players. And through my career, I've been able to work on my game and adjust my game and allow me to be effective in doing more than what's asked of me.
Mm-hmm. Um,
Can you hear him crying in the background?
well, not much, but I like it. You probably hear Mila too here. It's all good. It's the reality now.
Yeah.
You always been so confident in your sport as a person, as an athlete, and that's probably one of the reasons why you're that leader, one of the co-captain on the team. And where is that confidence coming from? And or do you have any tips, especially in these uncertain times, not knowing what the future holds? How do we stay confident, knowing that okay, our team is going to do great, and what can we do to do the best we can to perform in the summer 2021 at the Paralympics?
Oh man, it's a full question.
Yeah, well,
Uh,
because
I
it's true. I see you on court, and you always like you focus. You know where you're going, and I think that feeling transcend on the team, and that's who you are. But you do have that confidence.
I think a lot of confidence definitely comes with experience, and I mean, the more you're able to see certain situations or be involved in certain situations on the court, it's not new to you, so you're prepared for it. Obviously, in trying to take that confidence and apply it to what's going on in the world today is tough because it's something we've never experienced. So
Mm-hmm.
then it's just going back to the things you do know, right? Trying to just train, right? We know how to train. We're all athletes. We know how to train. We know how to push ourselves, and having that confidence and in knowing what you're supposed to do and pushing yourself, because you don't have those people to lean on right now, that support group, because you're isolated from each other. So I mean, taking that confidence and doing that, I think is something that's key and right now with the uncertainty of our environment. How am I able to maintain that confidence in rugby? I think it's experience. I think it's a lot of the athletes that I drew my knowledge from growing up. I had the privilege of learning and training with Ian Chan, one of Canada's best players for many
Yeah.
years, and just seeing how he was able to approach the game and his confidence, it probably wore off on me a little bit of that. Just preparation and understanding the game. I think when you're playing a team sport or a game like ours, there's a lot of um, knowledge involved as far as scenarios,
Mm-hmm.
and watching video and doing that with Ian helped me learn that. And I think that's where I get a lot of my confidence on court from.
Well, keep it because it's a great skill and it does help your team. So we met with maybe you've seen the video. I hope you didn't, but we've met with with your teammate Mike Whitehead a few days ago.
I didn't watch it. No,
okay,
I
good,
saw it on
good.
there. I didn't watch it because I knew.
Because we did a trivia with Mike.
Okay, perfect.
But it's the same trivia. So I mean,
Yeah.
same questions, but I don't want to put pressure. But you're used to the pressure. But Mike was 3 out of 3.
Oh, geez.
I
Did you
know.
talk with Mike about how he's adding a little flair, a little pizzazz to his life?
No.
Yeah, you should have. He was good there. He's working on his pizza game at home with all the time he has.
Oh, good, good.
Yeah,
No, he hasn't.
yeah.
I mean, I don't think he did mention of the pizza, but we're gonna have to get back on a call with him and talk about that pizza stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, so again, no big deal if you do have it. You're perfect. It's about knowledge of wheelchair rugby. Some of them are easy, some of them are a bit more difficult, but we'll see how you know your sport.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I think that's an easy one. It's 2 questions within one.
Okay.
So which country invented wheelchair rugby and what year?
All right. So Canada invented wheelchair rugby in 1976.
Wow, that's good. And you know what's funny? Mike said 1977, okay? And
Yeah.
I gave it. I gave it to him because I wasn't sure. But online, I do see both years. So 76 and 77. So you're both right. So
All right.
if
Perfect.
you go on Wikipedia, it says 76. So you nailed it. Number 2. Which country? Which Paralympic Games was wheelchair rugby introduced?
That would have been in Atlanta, and I think those were 95. Was that 96?
96, 96.
Okay. Was
Well,
that it?
well, no, well. See, again, it's confusing because Mike said 2000 Paralympics, which is the right answer.
That was
However,
the first time they were a medal sport, right?
that's right. There
They
you
were a
go.
non-medal sport in Atlanta.
In Atlanta, 96 was a demo sport.
Yeah.
But the first, yeah. So again,
Okay.
we play with words here, but
All right.
yeah, you knew it. You know it. You know it. Okay, the third one. Um, you can probably beat Mike if you answer the 96. But here's the question: who are the 3 countries who won gold? There's actually so sorry, the way I asked the question is not the greatest way, but who are the 3 countries who have won gold in wheelchair rugby in all Paralympic history?
So only Paralympic, not World Championship?
Only Paralympics.
Okay, so that would be the United States,
Yeah.
Australia,
Yeah.
and New Zealand.
There you go. Okay, can you say the years now? So Mike got that one, but he did because he did. I don't think he did the years, but you can probably know that. Do you know
so the
about
years
96 demo?
96 was probably the US.
That's right.
2000 was the US.
Yeah.
2004 was New Zealand.
Right.
2008 was the US. 2012 was Australia, and 2016 was Australia.
There you go. Well, you know your sport. That's good. And for our friends listening, Trevor is a 3-time Paralympian, and he's won a bronze, silver, and there's only one thing missing.
Gold medal.
There you go. And I think it's the 2021. Boy, we hope for you and the team. And what about Trevor's future? Are you planning, or are you not looking too much ahead after the 2021 games?
I don't know. After this quarantine, I might play forever now just to get out of the house.
That's a great answer. Well, we need you. We need you on the team. Yeah, we wish you all the best, and we want to
thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you on behalf of the Canadian Paralympic Committee for your time, and be safe with your family and little one. And we wish you a great Easter as well on the weekend.
Enjoy the time with your family and stay safe.
Thanks, Trevor. See you again later.
See ya.
Bye-bye.